be fine.
Boom.
Broadcasting live from the Jet Surf Houston studio, a show immersed in the people, extreme water sports, live music, kayaking, the lifestyle of the waterfront capital of Texas. Did we mention there's a lot of boating and sailing? Oh, no. Wait. No, that's... Can we cut that? I think I'm seasick. Let's go! Weekends on the Water with veteran and professional extreme water sport athlete Jordan Davlin of Jet Surf Houston and Scene Magazine publisher John Ennis.
That is right. This is Weekends on the Water, and we're coming to you live from the relatively new 4,000 square foot Jet Surf Houston studio and showroom, prominently located on NASA Parkway with a beautiful view of the North Shore of Clear Lake in the heart of the waterfront capital of Texas. My name is John Ennis, and as always, I'm joined by Army veteran, international extreme water sports competitor, and Jet Surf Houston founder, Jordan Davlin.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, how goes it, Jordan?
Good, man. Good.
Man, so usually at this time we're looking out at a sunset across the lake.
That's right. That's right.
Not so much tonight.
Time change, it's going down a little bit quicker now.
You know, I used to always enjoy falling back because that meant I gained an hour. But, not so much anymore. I'm not digging this. Right now I feel like it's midnight.
There was actually talk this year about them not doing it or something. I said that's probably not going to happen. So
I think I'd get on that, although I'm sure there's some downsides somewhere about not doing it. But yeah, but hey, so we're back in the studio. We've done some recently. Last month we did 3 shows on the road.
We were on the road a lot, yeah.
But now it's time for what I'm calling State of the Lake. And joining us for exactly that is the marketing director from the Barry Houston Visitor and Conventions Bureau, also known as Visit Barry Houston. That is Shana Van Houten Reed.
Shauna Reed.
Shauna.
That works.
See, I've got this thing. I always mess up one name per show, so that was boom.
It's all good.
How you doing tonight, Shauna?
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
so
Thanks
happy you could join us and come on the show and just, talk about everything you know about the area and all the cool stuff going on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
No, absolutely. No, you were actually, when we started the show back earlier this year, we kind of made a list of guests we wanted to have on. And, of course, we've self-identified ourselves as the official podcast of the waterfront capital of Texas. So, we definitely need to have you on because you know what's going on around the lake, and you're actually the kind of in charge of a lot of the marketing dollars to get people down into this area. Which I think we're all cheerleaders for this area.
Of course.
For sure.
So we're gathering all the cheerleaders for the area together on the show.
Siskoomba.
Yeah, there you go.
So for people who aren't familiar with Visit BayAreaHouston.com and the Barry Houston Convention Visitors Bureau, maybe we start there.
Yeah.
Sure. So the Bay Area Houston Convention and Visitors Bureau is a consortium of the partnership between the 4 cities around the lake, meaning League City, Kemah, Seabrook, and Nassau Bay.
Okay.
So I am funded through Hot Dollars, which is the hotel occupancy tax, which when visitors, that does not come from our locals, that comes from our visitors that stay in our hotels.
Right. Heads and beds.
Heads and
That's
beds.
it.
Heads and beds.
That's what I am. That's what my job is to get heads and beds for all of our local hotels, as well as our short-term rentals, Airbnbs and things like that now.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And it's amazing how many hotels have popped up. I've actually been familiar with the Convention Visitors Bureau for, going on at least 15 years,
Yep.
maybe back when Pam Summers started it back in the day. At that point, I think League City had 2 hotels. It had the South Shore Harbor Resort and then maybe 1 hotel out on the freeway.
Yep.
And now I'm guessing League City has more than 2 hotels.
They have 5 now. They just
Okay.
actually opened one up in the middle of COVID. They opened
wow.
the Fairfield Inn and Suites. It's a beautiful property right over there by Big League Dreams and Cabela's.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forget that's League City. I mean, it's so massive.
Yeah.
The ground that they cover, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's actually a nice hotel. I haven't been to it, but I've been waiting for that to
Yeah,
open.
it's really a nice property. So.
Absolutely, I'm a big Marriott fan. So
Right? Yeah, I
Get
guess
those
I am
points.
too. Yeah,
big
absolutely.
time.
Get those points. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Just you think about Big League Dreams. I mean, just the amount of attractions in the area, and reasons for people to come. I mean, and that's genius for there to be a hotel so close. Obviously,
Right.
And just all the development. I've actually been driving down that way, for real estate. Calder Road and all the business expansion and just the development in League City down on that side of the freeway has really been impressive.
Yeah, the west side of League City is definitely growing.
It's blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it is. It is. So League City, Nassau Bay, Kemah, so pretty much the Seabrook, the heavy hitters around the lake, you know.
Yep.
Awesome. I mean, and obviously Seabrook, we're right here. I mean, we're like sandwiched in between a bunch of hotels in Seabrook, the studio, right? I mean,
there's actually quite a few over here.
There's quite a few. Yeah, I think Seabrook's got 7 or 8 hotels now. So.
I mean, and I think 2 of them popped up in the last 2 years.
They have.
And then one got rebuilt in the past, 2 years. So, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, which is right down the road, the Hampton.
The Hampton Inn, yeah.
So, yeah.
And from what I understand, I mean, there's a lot of supply, as we're talking about. There's a lot of hotels, but I mean, there's demand for it. I mean, I know, there's been a couple times in the last couple months where, I've had people coming into town to look at houses, and they couldn't even find a hotel in this area. Yeah, I mean, so the occupancy rate has been pretty high in these hotels.
Yeah, for some of the hotels, some of them they're still struggling, but it's just the way that COVID is right now. It's just kind of the world that we live in with occupancy.
Not as many events, but as we were kind of talking about before the show, a lot of the bars have just such amazing entertainment now that they're back open, and there's always somebody that wants to come out and dine by the water, and so. I mean, I hope that it does get back to normal, but I do see them pretty full. Maybe not all of them. And
weekends are great.
Yeah, so they're still still filling some beds, I think.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Weekends are definitely the high point for them right now, but business travel's still kind of slacking. So weekday travel is not quite there. But
that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, it's amazing how just so many people are now doing business out of their house, right? I mean, so it really has. I mean, there really has been a shift in the way a lot of business is being done right now.
Yeah.
So,
it's funny you say that because it's actually something that a couple of the hotels are capitalizing on right now. Is they're offering workday specials. Well, where if you don't want to work in your house, you're tired of sitting, on your couch or whatever, you can go get a room at one of the hotels, and they've got workspaces now.
Wow.
Or you can check in at 7:30 in the morning and check out at 5. So you can.
I think sometimes you've got to get out of the house to be productive.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Some people can work out at home. Some people have to go to the gym. I mean, I kind of got to get out of the house to be productive sometimes.
Change the scenery.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you need that distance, and that time in the car, between. Just to get your mind there, right? Yeah. And to get away from laundry and everything else. Yeah. No, I agree. No, and it's really impressive the amount of hotels in the area. I know that I guess we've talked about in the show that a lot of unfortunately this area has been somewhat lucky during this past hurricane season that I mean we didn't get hit as often as our neighbors to the east, and I know we had a lot of people coming from Louisiana staying in our area and enjoying the amenities and attractions and venues and stuff. So so I think that was one thing that probably factored into the hotel's occupancy rate being high at some points. Yeah,
in East Texas, Beaumont area, Lake Charles, I mean, the rooms were so hard to get that it came to Houston. I mean, Baytown, they were booking rooms in Baytown and over here in Seabrook, literally from Lake Charles, so it's pretty interesting. How far that spreads out,
So I assume if people want to come down here and check out a list of hotels, they probably go to visit
BayAreaHouston.com. We've got a complete list of hotels. We've got our calendar of events is being updated all the time. So there's always something for, we've got a ton of things to do. And we're also encouraging our locals that maybe might not be as familiar with the area to visit our website as well, and kind of encouraging that backyard tourism type of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, so I guess that kind of plays into the whole staycation, baycation.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about that and kind of the whole new concept about getting people to come out in the area that they're actually from and just get to utilize the venues and some of the new acts and things.
Yeah, so I'm working closely with the League City Convention and Visitors Bureau as well, and they actually just launched this week their shopping, shop local type of initiative. So you can visit leaguecity.com. And you can download a map of all of their boutiques, and you get discounts for the boutiques along Main Street, Heritage Square, that area down there. Founder Square is actually what it's called.
Okay.
And then you're able to, enjoy those things. They're doing their tree lighting in League City here on the 28th, as well as a Mouse King Market, in theme with the Nutcracker that's getting ready to open here in a couple of weeks at UH Clear Lake.
Yeah.
And, Seabrook is going to do a small tree lighting as well as the other communities around the lake. So, and then just getting everybody out, encouraging us to be outdoors. We don't have to. You can socially distance on a kayak. You can socially distance on a jet surfboard.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
We are a birding capital, so a lot of people don't realize that we're part of the Great Texas Coastal Birding Trail, and we get over 1 million birds sometimes per week flying overhead.
I believe it.
Oh,
I
do
believe
believe that.
So our airspace is pretty crowded.
Yeah, I know El Lago right here in front of us is a bird sanctuary. I think a lot of the cities around here probably are. Yeah.
A lot of them are birding cities and things like that. Nassau Bay has about 3 miles worth of trails. League City's got 5.5 miles of paddle trails that go from Lindgren Pond Park all the way down to Heritage Park.
Nice.
Yeah. So, there's all kinds of opportunities to get out there and enjoy nature.
Yeah. I'm really fascinated by it. It's an incredible, I don't know the name of it. You might be familiar, but it's the wildlife refuge in Nassau Bay that goes out kind of by Party Cove and all that. And that's I've walked that a few times, and that's incredible.
Yeah, they just added.
I don't think people know about that really.
It's really quiet.
It's
they
so
started
nice.
really kind of promoting it. They added about 1.5 miles worth of trails just in the last couple of months. So
And was it always open to the public, or was I thought it used to just be like Nassau Bay residents or something, but then the other day I was over there walking the dog.
I think it's kind of one of those little misnomers. Everyone kind of thinks that you have to live in Nassau Bay,
but you don't.
You don't. It's just like Seabrooks Trails. Those are open to the public.
Yeah.
You can go over there and enjoy everything.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah, and Seabrook, talking about miles of trails. Seabrook's got, I could make up a number, but I won't. But,
they've done a lot.
Probably double digits, I'm guessing, at least,
Yeah, they're pretty close to it. And they're getting ready to add some additional trails, too. So,
wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
when they figure out ways to connect things.
Yeah,
I guess I know that the marathon is always Lucky Trail is always there, and that I think one lap was 1/4 of 26 miles. So we're talking. Definitely over close to 10 miles or so. Of trails going down towards the park and everything, and right there off near the library and everything.
Yep.
So yeah, we really are blessed. And of course, then you have Armand Bayou Nature Center.
We
really are blessed. This with all the outdoor activities and options in this area.
For sure.
It's just a great place to get out of the house and enjoy some fresh air.
Well, and then you add the Kemah Boardwalk and Space Center Houston into the mix, and we've got something for everybody.
Right, absolutely. The Lone Star Flight Museum, Big League Dreams. Obviously, I'm a huge cheerleader for this area. But there's just so much awesomeness in this area. So, the waterfront capital, Texas, home of human space flight, whatever, Bay Area, Houston, whatever you want to call it. It's a great place to come if you're not here already. Come on down.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually driving by NASA today, obviously every single day, and I literally had that thought to myself. I'm proud to be from Houston and this particular area, literally, the home of human space flight. I was like, wow, people don't even know that I drive right through this thing, between Space Center and NASA One every single day, and it's pretty unique. It's a cool feeling, There's a lot of history, and everybody in the world knows about about NASA. So
and Houston
cool.
as a result,
Houston,
exactly. The Eagle has landed. First word from the moon.
Of course. Yeah. So I think that is cool.
And of course, I'm a little biased. We're not just talking about Houston. Houston's awesome, but we're talking about what former Mayor Lee Brown called the jewel of Houston, right?
Yeah.
That was back, I guess,
22
years ago or so. But
the
jewel of Houston, Clear Lake area, and all the communities that touch Clear Lake. So Kemah, I've been amazed at the activity level, on weekends still in Kemah. Everybody's. Some areas have kind of slowed down, but correct me if I'm wrong, but Kemah hasn't slowed down much at all, has it?
Kemah maybe had a bit of a speed bump for a month or two when it first started, but no, they are rocking and rolling. The entire area, not just the boardwalk. Our 6th Street, all of the businesses along there, our bars, our restaurants. It's definitely, you can go down there any Friday, Saturday night, and you're
popping.
It is. It is definitely popping.
Yeah.
And there's actually a couple new places that are opening up down there.
Yeah.
Kip Rose is
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be a fantastic addition to the area.
They've been doing great with their posts and the pictures and the
Dimitri's
progress.
a great guy. He does a good job. And then also Prohibition 52 is supposed to be opening.
I'm
next
excited.
week.
Okay, I was curious about that. Yeah. Actually,
I was head in the door the other day, not in the door, but I was grabbing a coffee, and and so we're like, "What's going on here?" But I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I love that space.
It's a good spot.
I used to have an office in Toucan Alley for a couple of years.
That.
Yeah. So, I think that's a great space. I'm glad somebody's going to utilize it. I always liked Stuttgart Tavern that was there.
Yeah, we love Stuttgart.
Yeah.
And what was there before Stuttgart? Because I remember when Stuttgart opened, and that surely wasn't the first place.
It was a couple places.
Yeah. So it was the Terrace Cafe.
Yes.
What was it?
Maybe.
Actually, I think there's 2 different versions of that. Gosh, I think that might be it, though. I mean, I don't think it's been... Oh, no. There was another place.
JP's.
JP's, that's it. I could actually picture the scene cover with the 2 girls on the pool table, but I couldn't come up with the name.
It was a bar or a restaurant?
It was a bar.